What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday night. We got a little surprise for you all here for Pop Force 1. Welcome in. We'll give everybody a quick second to join the show, and then we'll be adding in our two special guests for the night. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far, but let's kick off the stream. Amazing channel members. So here we go, guys. The first drop of the night coming from Jetman. He has been a member for 11 months, and he said that stash. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's here and it's hanging out. Next one coming from Dr. John Pops. He said, happy best night of the week. He has been a member for 12 months, one whole year with Slapshotpops, which is absolutely insane. Next up, huge shout out to Dave. He's been a member now for a month, and he says, evening, John. We know it's not 1 month. What does that mean? Not 1 month. All right, I'm not sure what that means. We'll have to circle back with Dave here. But Steven, a.k.a. Pop Funko UK, he has been a channel member for 18 months, and he's loving the game show music. That is amazing. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. Jim Ryan's in the house. Latch Ruck says, how long until the soda opening? We might do some
kidding,
soda
right?
We'll see. We got a lot of great soda news to talk about. So we're going to break all that down and more. So how are you guys doing? How was your week?
Busy week, but
it sucked. I'll be honest, it sucked, John.
Yeah, like
really?
Yeah, pretty much. You did.
Still, right? Are you by yourself still, Vince?
No, no. Bree got back late on Tuesday.
Okay.
So it's been a long week. Let's just put it that way.
I can second the long week. I mean, work has definitely been kicking my butt, but I'm thankful that it's almost the weekend. Only got one more day to go. Sheila, thank you so much for your concern. Everybody, so many messages have come in every single day asking about Joanna. I am happy to report that she is doing remarkably much better.
Was she able to ditch the crutches?
She's still on the crutches, even though she walks way too much without them. But her foot is not the very ugly, like purple, black, and blue that it was. It's moving into that like
yellow and green stage.
Yeah, that yellowish brown green stage. So yeah, so she's doing much better. I still want to see a lot more improvement on her mobility and everything. That'll make me feel better. But she's definitely doing better. But thank you for asking. Shooting stars. On. Adam says, cheers to the bald and receding hairline.
Hey, Adam, what's that supposed to mean? your hairline's supposed to start at the back of your forehead or
Right.
wherever that part is up there.
Shooting Star, what's going on? And Riley says, "What's up, everybody? So nice of y'all to do a special live stream just for my birthday." Yes.
Happy birthday, Riley.
Happy birthday, Riley.
Riley's
Just for
birthday
you.
stream is here.
There you go. And we actually got another super chat that I got to highlight here really quick. And this, of course, is coming from our good friend Wayne. Wayne has been a member for officially 5 months now. And he says, "I love PFO Thursdays." Who doesn't love PFO Thursdays? That's what it's all about, guys. Well, thank you so much to all the people who are channel members, of course. I know that there's a lot of people who are channel members, not only of us, but of Josh and Vince. So we truly appreciate you guys, and thank you for the support. So, yeah, Joanna is definitely doing better for sure.
Speaking of sodas, I was so disappointed when I was able to order. I know I ordered 8.
All that.
But it seemed like a lot. But they were allowing you to order more than 2 of the Haunted Mansion sodas, and then I got.
Did you use the box lunch money?
Box lunch. No, I didn't use lunch money. I used the 25% off.
Why'd they cancel it then? Just because of the quantity?
I think not quantity. I think actually they probably sold too many. They probably ended up selling too many. Because when have you saw
Isn't that a
soda,
good thing?
like selling 10 of them, right? When do they allow you to buy up to 10 anymore? Like usually it's
I would
2.
say since they don't really sell out of anything anymore, I think they should let you buy 10.
But maybe they did that and then they sold out too quickly.
They were not prepared for the.
But they didn't allow lunch money, which is fine. I bought other things with lunch money before. I actually used Hot Cash too. Did you guys use Hot Cash at all? Yeah.
No, I don't know what's up with Hot Topic. I feel like I don't get my Hot Cash until like the day before it expires.
So you have to do one of 2 things now with your Hot Cash.
Okay,
one
here
thing
we go.
is they send you codes, and I can use the codes. Now I used to be able to use the codes and then use the codes on the ones they gave you, and then use it 5 times. It seems like, but now they've done it where it's actually you have to also activate Hot Cash in the app. Is the easiest place to do it.
What?
You download the Hot Topic app and activate the Hot Cash. Then it becomes available when you check out your cart. You know how if you have a $5 reward or a $10 reward, you can just click on it.
Really?
It becomes a click on thing where you can use up to 10 at a time. So.
Look at this comment. Dan says, "If you had to burn your favorite Freddy Funko or cut off a finger, what finger would you cut off?"
Your pinky. Your pinky.
Yeah, I'd get rid of a pinky, I guess. But it's a loaded question, Dan.
Pinky's
instead.
And Dave, yes, I do realize that I do talk about Joanna like she's on the injured reserve because I need her. She's my star player. I need her. I need her in the field. I need her in the game. So, but she's got to rest up. And yes, the mustache is in celebration of Soda September. I'm actually looking forward to getting rid of it. I'm not a huge fan of it.
I think I'm going stash. I'm still deciding stash or beard. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the Vince stash.
Are you going to do it for November?
No, I usually start. It depends on what the Halloween costume ends up being. I might start stash early.
Okay, interesting. Well, really quick, I brought up the picture of the Hatbox Ghost soda because that chase and that mold is pretty awesome.
Dude, how cool, how great is this soda?
Awesome.
I would say this week was one of the best soda weeks. I think this might have been the best soda week of the year. And we're going to break it all down.
Sadly, I went today at my lunch break to Coliseum of Comics, and all the sodas were like, been there, done that kind of thing. Like, I didn't see anything new. So I feel like it's been kind of a soda like vortex here for a little while. Like new good sodas. A couple have come out and sprinkled in. Like I think I just ordered a couple through. Maybe that's what I ordered with some Hot Cash or something before lunch money was the Nun sodas. The Nun soda I got. But other than that, like a lot of like this Hatbox Ghost is like the first like really new soda. It feels like.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like Bugs Bunny, I got excited about, and like since I'm trying to think since like Bugs Bunny. Have I been super excited? You know, the Hercules one. I was pretty excited about that one too.
Like the Superman Bugs Bunny soda?
Yeah, the Superman Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that was a good one. So Riley asked if we got NYCC booths reservations. You know, we don't normally go to the Funko booth for kicks. I was actually in a meeting today and I hopped on the site just to see if we would even get a chance at a spot. No chance. My dude did not move whatsoever. It said I was like 20,923 in line, which to me like blew my mind that there was 20,000 people trying to get a spot at the Funko booth. So if that's not an indication, it's good and bad, right? Like it was bad because I was like, all right, well, there's no shot at me getting a spot. But then I was like, wow, there's 20,000 people. That's insane. 20,000 people trying to get a spot at the Funko booth. And sure enough, it sold out in like 18 minutes. So no chance. But yeah, it is what it is. Dave's having some issues too with Walmart. He said Walmart canceled my order for the Adam Warlock sodas and they never restocked. Can't find that one anywhere.
You know what? Like Walmart's been kind of ditching a lot of Funko products. It seems like lately.
It seems to be the thing. But we have a super chat, first official super chat of the night coming from Dave, and Dave is saying a toast to the PFO trio. Thank you so much, Dave.
It's empty, but
hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Dave's the man. Appreciate you, brother. And apparently my mustache here is the unofficial fourth member of PFL. Gimp here says, any news on future NFTs coming out?
I mean, we have next week.
Next
week, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
You're gonna go after those, John?
I think so. I really like the mosquito and the amber. Like weirdly enough, that's the only one I'm super excited about. Like I
haven't been like overly excited with the last couple drops. We got a couple packs of did I buy any Steven Universe? No, I don't think I bought any Steven Universe.
I bought Steven Universe. I'm almost done with everything on that but the Grail. So I think that's the only thing I have left.
Yeah, I didn't get any. I don't think I did. You know what? Maybe I did. I don't remember now.
So Jonathan's vote is for you, Vince, to grow both. Grow the mustache and the beard.
Jonathan, you know what? You got it.
There you go.
I might start with a stash. My wife might get doubly lucky. Start with a stash for a month and then do the beard right after that. Like,
no, you should have 2 months. But then you can do like the Fu Manchu, like
that would be cool. I never did that. It'd be super gray. It'll be real fun for all involved.
I would love it if I had the mustache, because I can't grow a beard, but if I had the mustache, Vince had a full beard, Josh is still rocking his beard, and like somebody who hadn't watched PFO in like 8 months like comes back.
It was like Rip Van Winkle. They woke up.
What is going
whatever.
on?
I would love that. I would love that as well. It sounds like something that needs to happen.
Yeah. So D Holden says, I was on the website an hour before the line started, literally clicked the email link as soon as it came, and it all sold out without my place in line ever moving. You're not the only one. That happened to a lot of people. I don't know.
Yeah, it happened last year when we tried too.
Yeah, I don't know what is up with that system, but you know what? In a way, though, like I was saying, it's good. It's good when you can't get something, because then it makes you kind of want it more. So if there's a really cool exclusive that comes out, I'll just be like really bummed, I guess. But that's what's part of making the hobby like exciting. You know, if you're able to get in every year, and I guess there are people who are able to get in every year, but
yeah, isn't that weird how that works?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but
I mean, people that buy like the VIP tickets, they get in earlier access to these things. So if you're buying the $800 ticket, you get access early,
which honestly, if you're going to buy the $900, because I think it went up this year. I think it was like $900. It was pretty expensive this year. So if you're buying that level of ticket, honestly, they can go stand in line. They can go stand in line for 6 hours and go get the exclusive. So, but hey, we got another channel member super chat. This one of course is coming from Dave. He says, can't wait to hear your thoughts on the X-Men sodas. We are definitely going to be talking about those bad boys. And thank you so much for being a channel member for 15 months. That is crazy. Over a year. supporting the channel. So thank you so much, Dave. You are the man. Yeah, we got to talk about those X-Men sodas. You guys want to just get right into it? Let's just
do it.
bang
Let's
those
do
out.
X-Men sodas. I
Because
mean,
I'm super fired up. This is the cooler. Like the coolers have been good, but this is the cooler that I'm hands down 1000% most excited for. I can't wait for this to drop.
I mean, the turtle one we went after, right? And I went after and I got all the turtles. I didn't care about the villain. The Peter Pan I didn't really care for too much. Like it was fun to open, but now this one is awesome. This is an awesome set. A very timely set too, with a lot of stuff going on. So that's a great thing about this. And also it's like the first, I feel like it's a good 6-pack because we haven't got any of these characters.
No repeats, all individual first-time soda appearances, which is awesome. And right off the bat, I was so fired up for Wolverine. Wolverine looks so good. You get the classic Wolverine. Like this is like Wolverine is so good that I think people are going to be going after the common. Like they're going to be excited to get that common. Obviously, the chase is fire.
Definitely, yeah.
You have to get both, but I'm saying it's one of those sodas. If you don't get the chase, the common looks fantastic.
I mean, I think we know that Wolverine and Magneto are going to be the commons and the chases to have because they're so different. Where the other ones have a glow to them. It's kind of cool.
Like they changed the mold up though too, which I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. At least the mold's a little bit different. Storm is a little bit the same, but
like holding.
Well, they changed the molds on like 3 out of 6, I guess technically. Storm is just a glow chase.
Oh, it looks like she has lightning.
She's got the sparkly hands.
Yeah, she has like.
That's true. Okay,
Amber's got the cards.
It reminds me of Black Lightning's chase. You remember, like.
Yeah. All right. So technically, the only one. I mean, Cyclops has a little bit different because he's like got the laser shooting out of his eyes. So yeah, I guess you could say technically.
Let's put it this way: when you open it, you'll know if you have the chase or not without having to look at the pog on all of these, which I appreciate. When you get a. You want to. I need it to look different because it doesn't give you that initial like you'll be able to tell right away, and I love that part of it.
So Zach says I think they missed out on Rogue and Beast. I agree, but also there's just so many X-Men, and there's only 6 spots in this cooler. I think they did a good job with the character lineup.
Rogue and Beast would have been a perfect MYCC soda.
That they could still do that. Elena says it looks like they actually put time into most of these chases, and I agree. I mean, I know Vince, for you, didn't you stop, or you weren't as excited for Marvel sodas for a while?
Yeah, 100% transparency. I've got rid of all of my Marvel sodas, but these are X-Men, and I love the X-Men. So I'm 99.9% sure I'm getting this. No, you know what? No, I'm 100% positive I'm getting this. There's no 0.1% that I'm not getting this. I'm 100% getting this.
So Dave asks, yes, this is a cooler. We don't know when it's dropping yet. I saw the piece count on it was going to be 12,500, I believe.
Or 12,000.
Or 12,000, somewhere around there. So we don't know when it's dropping, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think this is going to sell out? Turtles sold out. Scooby-Doo sold out. Peter Pan did not sell out. I actually think this one's going to sell out.
I actually do not believe this will sell out. And I think it'll actually, I don't know. I don't want to start the pessimist train or anything. I would be very, very surprised if this sells out at 12,500 pieces.
I think it has a chance of selling out once they open up buying more than 2.
Yeah, I'm going to buy as many as we can. So if like the first day they allow you to buy 2, I'll buy 2. But I need all these chases. So
I mean, the minimum you have to buy is 6 to get all the chases. Like,
technically,
that's the minimum. That's if you get lucky. I'll be curious too. So Peter Pan, we pretty much figured out at least 98% of them had the chase in the same spot. I really hope that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, Oh, that's a good idea. So I just got word from my CFO that we should do a poll. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts in the chat. That's a great idea. Dave says technically Jean Grey is a duplicate since I had a Phoenix soda. Would have loved to see Beast or Mystique. Yeah, I hear you on that. That's very true. But it's the Phoenix soda is different enough to where I still feel like you need both.
Yeah, this is more based on the cartoons. That's kind of what I love about this. Like even with the Marvel sodas, like the cartoon versions, I appreciate more.
Yeah, and it's actually good timing. But I was worried when this first leaked that they could have gone 20,000 pieces. It's Marvel. First Marvel cooler.
20,000 with a cooler, though. I think that would be. I think eventually it's going to sell. I know seen some people saying it will sell out, won't sell out. I don't think it sells out in the first couple days. Let's put it that way. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to buy one immediately. Like I'm not going to wait and play like let's see if I can get one for 50% off at some point in time. I don't see this selling out in a couple days. I just think it's a 12,000 piece sold on the Funko shop where you don't have that flipping element anymore, where chases are not going for 6 times what face value is. I just see it. I don't think most people are going to be like you, John, where you want to get $200 sets or wherever this comes in at. So I don't think it'll sell out right away, but it doesn't take anything away from it. I think this is absolutely.
Well, also don't forget this is the first cooler, or I don't think the program had rolled out when we had the Peter Pan. So remember, you have the point system now too, the rewards. So if you go in, you buy a cooler because you will get the free shipping with only one cooler. So you go in, you buy your cooler, you wait for it to ship like 2 or 3 days later, then you get the rewards points in your account. You could go in and get another one for maybe like $90 or even $80, depending on how many points you have. So you could play the points game, and that's how you could get some more stuff.
It's a good point.
How soon this will come out, because we're still waiting on like.
I think Funko needs to drop it soon. Right? They need to drop it before we're deep into the woods with NYCC. So that's why I think this is a perfect time to do this. Paul, yes, you are guaranteed at least one chase with the 6-pack.
But 100%. This isn't on the site yet, right? Like I'm looking on the site to find it's not on the site to like notify me yet, right?
Yeah.
So compared to like some of the other things, like we're still waiting on Bumble 3 liter. It's on the site to notify. Maui, of course, waiting on him. We're waiting on a couple other sodas. Tapatio Man is still on the site to notify me. So there's still some that are like already announced officially through them. Marty McFly, we just talked about last week.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Will this come before NYCC or come after?
I really hope it comes before. Riley says he thinks this is a good sign for collectors. Every single one is numbered, not 20,000 pieces, all different / new molds and phenomenal designs. I couldn't agree more. Like this is a great sign.
Yeah, I love it.
Lego and Games loves the Logan and Gambit chases. Yeah, they look fantastic. John says they should have done the Jean Grey soda like Hercules was done, an entirely different chase, but do the actual Phoenix Force instead of what they did with just a little glow in the hand.
So it is on the site. It does not have. It's notify me. It's $100. So that's what they're selling them for.
Okay, at least it's on the site.
Yeah, the bag looks kind of cool too. Send it over, John, since you already have up your browser.
Matthew says they definitely would sell out with buy 2 get 1 free. Oh well, yeah, 100%. But I feel like that's cheating a little bit.
So weird. When I went to search for like sodas and I went to sodas and sort by like highest price, it didn't come up. So it wasn't even like tagged as sodas, which was really weird. But I found it when I just searched X-Men.
Yeah.
But the back looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I do agree with this Chase Chaser. I would have liked to see like a counterpart to Magneto with Professor X. That would have been cool. But I'm not upset at all with the lineup in this cooler. I think across the line it looks great.
I mean, truthfully, they could do a whole nother cooler.
Yeah.
With all more characters. Now, one of the things we need to see is a Sentinel 3 liter.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's a
That
good
would
that
be
that would be a great one.
I want to see a Galactus 3-liter as well. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
So Funko PDX says the first two were only 10,000. That's why they sold out. Also, people aren't that excited about sodas now. I mean, if you're talking about a difference of 2,000 pieces, I mean, that's really not that much in the grand scheme of things. I kind of disagree that people aren't that excited about sodas. I mean, I just think that Funko hasn't made enough good sodas this year. I've seen a lot of people ditch all their pops to move towards collecting sodas. So I don't think the hype and the excitement is gone. Sorry to cut you off, Josh.
No, I was just gonna say, like, a perfect example is Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah.
If you go onto a lot of these sites, it's sold out. Like, pre-orders are sold out and things like that. So if you're looking for that one, Box Lunch sold out and had to cancel orders, things like that happen. So, you know, it just depends on the soda and what hype's around that.
Yeah, I mean, look, Reptar sold out. Tony the Tiger sold out from SDCC. So it all depends on the character and the chase, honestly. And also if it's numbered. I feel like soda hype in general took a hit when they rolled out these unnumbered sodas. But
I think it's still kind of recovering from that.
Yeah.
And I think I like when they slow roll out. I thought they're kind of going, the waves of sodas, I think, is what kind of killed the hype a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of when people started backing off a little. So, you know, put out great stuff. People are going to love it. I mean, that's just the way it's going to work. I think if they keep on doing some good sodas and like an awesome set like this, I thought the bag looked super cool. If you guys seen the bag, the bags are super high quality. You're basically getting the bag for $10.
Yeah,
I like the coolers. The only thing I would like, and maybe this is a good thing. I would like to get like 3 Wolverines to try to go for the chase. So I get only a little bit bummed out when they're sold in the 3 liters when they're sold in the cases like this, because you can't buy a couple of your favorite character. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be hoping for that Wolverine because that's the one that I would want.
Yeah. No, I think it looks awesome. This will be the first cooler for us. I think both Josh and Vince, you guys both completed, I'm sure, Scooby-Doo. I know you guys are big Scooby-Doo guys.
Scooby-Doo. Did not complete Turtles. I completed all the actual Turtles, but did not go after Rocksteady and Bebop because I felt like they were too much like already the chases that we had.
Yeah, I didn't complete the Turtles at all because there's just another version of Blacklight that I don't have the room to display anyway.
Right. Now, I like how they're doing the bags like differently, like with the different color schemes. I think that's going to entice collectors as well. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. So a lot of people, the other thing that I feel like kind of hit, full transparency, hit the community hard was raising the price of sodas from $15 to $18. I feel like a lot of people were very disappointed with that from Funko. So now your retail, in 2 years, we went from 12 to 18 retail on some of the exclusives. With this cooler, I know $100 is a lot, but when you break it down,
it's back
each soda is 15. 15 times 6 is your $90, $10 for the bag. So they're not upcharging you, and this is technically exclusive to the Funko shop.
Yeah.
So, thankfully they're not, asking 120 or 130 for this, Unfortunately, I think if things keep going, maybe in a few years we'll have to deal with that. But right now, I really think, $100 for this. And plus, if you only, like Vince, or you were just saying, you only want, or the one you want the most is Wolverine. If you want Wolverine, like, you could just buy the Wolverine, and then I have no doubt that you could sell the other 5 and make your money back, and then you got a free Wolverine. So you can look at it that way. You don't have to keep all 6 characters. You don't have to keep the bag. I think a majority of people who buy this actually sell the bag because they're just not that interested in keeping
easily get $10-15 for this bag. So
exactly. So there's ways to like work the system, work some discounts, wheel and deal, there's ways to do it. So especially when you have a cooler like this, where Marvel fans are going to have all the chases. So I would gladly, if somebody's honest and says, hey, I'm just keeping Wolverine was a common, all my other 5 had a shot at the chase, I would gladly buy them 100%, But we have another big soda to talk about in addition to this one, and this is why I'm already super fired up on sodas right now. Between Hatbox Ghost, the Marvel cooler that we just saw, plus we got the reveal of this bad boy. And how amazing is this guy? As basic as it is, getting tails.
It's basically
Did you pre-order?
fantastic.
Did you pre-order?
No, I did not pre-order it yet.
Why not?
I'm going to. Yeah.
I mean, you can use it. You don't have to pay now. That's the great thing about pre-ordering
that's
games.
true. That's super true. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a Sonic, like even a Sonic Common, the Sonic Common is a soda that's already a ghost practically. You can barely find them. But the Sonic Chase is already up there. Like, if you can find a Sonic Common, grab it. Because as soon as this bad boy drops, we'll be on the downslide to hopefully getting Knuckles one day. I would love to see a Shadow soda at some point. And I think they just knocked it out of the park. Just kept it simple. Flock Chase. It matches the Sonic Chase, which is also flocked. And I think they kept the piece count relatively fair on this one. It's like 14.5, which is, you know.
It's a lot for a GameStop exclusive. I think.
Yeah.
Like if it went to all different retailers, wouldn't be too bad. But GameStop exclusive, it seems like a lot for them.
Yeah. Jacob says, I need an anime cooler. I'm sure that there's a lot of coolers on the way. I personally would love to see a Star Wars cooler. I think right now would have been the perfect time to drop that, but I'm not upset at all with the Marvel one. So
I'll get like a one-piece cooler or something like that first, I think.
A one-piece cooler? I could see that.
I'd be down with that.
I could see that. But yeah, I think all the sodas are crushing it, at least this week, for all the reveals and everything. And then an update really quick on the poll. So I asked you guys in the chat. So far we have 55 votes. So feel free to cast your vote. Will the Marvel X-Men cooler sell out? It's about 50-50. 56% of people say yes, 44% say no, and that's based on 55 votes. So we'll see. We'll see. Rob, what's going on? But I think we're definitely looking good as far as you're looking up as far as the sodas based on what they dropped this week, because this is all separate from New York Comic Con. We're still supposed to get, at least a few sodas for New York Comic Con. There's a rumored Chewbacca 3-liter, which I might grab, if that does indeed have a flock chase, because that would be an amazing flock chase. Plus Chewbacca is a larger character, so that would make a lot of sense. I would actually love to have that one way more than a Darth Vader. So we'll see if that rumor is actually true. And then I'm sure we're going to get a bunch of regular size sodas for NYCC as well. First time in a hot minute, they are releasing something that I have zero critiques about. Yeah, that's always good.
That is always good.
Oh, so this is a good question. Thank you, Zach. I'm so happy you brought this up. So speaking of coolers, so Zach says, so what is Funko doing with the Peanuts cooler bag now? Are they just going to ignore that it was leaked out? That's a good question. I would imagine that it is still coming at some point, even though there was an accidental leak. So if you guys don't remember, it was like 2 months ago, they sent a few Peanuts bags by accident without sodas to some of their smaller retails. So it's got to be in the works. Like there's got to be Peanuts sodas coming. But that's just another cooler to look forward to. I mean, that's going to be an amazing one.
I mean, we know that one's coming. I think it was more like, it'll probably be like Q4 or something like that.
So Sam says, we're excited for the cooler, planning to use $30 in rewards to lower the price. See, you guys got to take advantage of this rewards program. Like you can really crush.
I really got to pay attention to that rewards program.
Don't
how to check my points every time.
Program. Like the rewards program is freaking phenomenal. And if you play your cards right, like if you just buy enough just to get that, free shipping, and then, go in for a second order, get the free shipping again. Like you can really work the system to maximize the amount of points that you can get. So
I put my first, speaking of which, I put my first Funko Shop order and it feels like, man, when was the last, it was probably the soda sale. Since the soda sale, I've only put in one Funko Shop order, which is kind of weird. Yeah. But I wait now. I just wait till there's 3, 4, 5 things that I want to get the free shipping.
Yeah, we're the same way. That's why I haven't bought the Oogie Boogie 3-liter yet. I kind of want to wait until all like Maui and Bumble go live as well, and just do like another big 3-liter order. Because the same thing, like I don't want to make all these little orders. I'd rather just make 1 or 2 big orders. So, what's up, Chris? Good to see you in the house. Somebody said Beatman said he would like to see a Naruto cooler. And then Matthew says, I agree with Josh with the One Piece cooler being the first one, especially with the live action Netflix show being such a big hit.
That show's awesome. I love it.
They're already creating a season 2.
I heard they're planning 6 seasons already.
Yeah, 6 seasons.
Crazy.
There's 1,000 episodes of One Piece, so it's not that hard to do some more seasons.
Brian says, how about a Motu cooler?
You know what? I actually don't release any more Motu. If my cases are filled, like I got 3 cases completely filled perfectly, like perfect. They release 1 more character. I don't know where I'm going to put it now.
And then Funko PDX says Chewbacca with a bow gun would be the chase. Yeah, I mean, I'll be happy if he's flocked with the bowcaster. That would be cool. But if he
better be flocked with the bowcaster.
Yeah, they already dropped the ball on the Freddy Chewbacca not being flocked, so they better not.
And it depends on the way that they do it. I've been like, man, the 3 liters have been like super like amazing or like kind of disappointing. Like I thought that the Oogie Boogie was kind of disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like Bumble is kind of disappointing. And I didn't love Vader, but like Hulk, man, the style on Hulk, like through the roof. Maui through the roof. So I've been, I don't like when it's the blown up version of the regular soda. That's what I didn't like about Oogie. We opened one. It was not super impressed just because I feel like they missed an opportunity. It could have been really super stylized. And I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on that. So 3 liters have been like either a big hit for me or a big miss. So I'd love to see what they do with Chewbacca.
So Dan is going all in on the coolers. He says they need a Simpsons, South Park, Bob's Burgers, SpongeBob, and what's TNBC? Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas coolers. Well, they've already done a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas. So
I don't know if we need any more Nightmare Before
They could do a cooler just on Jack.
Yeah, I was about to just do a Jack Skellington
cooler.
I think that's a perfect kind of thing though. Like these coolers could be great ways instead of doing unlimited sodas and running out these big things. Imagine if they did that with these Marvel ones instead of doing unlimited, they did the coolers. Mm-hmm. They sold them that way, like they did the Black Panther. How awesome would have that been? The
Spider-Verse cooler
forever set, something like that. Now Shazam would have still been sitting there, in there, but like other ones would have been really cool. Speaking of GameStop, so I went on there. I found a great deal for Vince right now. I think it's buy 1 get 2 free, and you can get Unicron. You can get 3 of them for $28.47.
Could you imagine if I pulled 3 Unicrons into this house?
Yikes!
I know where one of them would end up, and it's not anywhere that I would like.
I'm like,
let's
really?
Just put it that way.
$9.49 each when you put 3 of them in your cart.
I got mine for $13.98, and I'm okay with $13.98 for my 1 Unicron.
That's insane.
So, Dave, thank you so much. This is another great point that I wanted to talk about tonight. So, there is going to be a Fright Night box. Take-home box, despite there not being a Fright Night event this year. Now, I don't know if it was confirmed to have 4 mascots, but I did see a couple of the sodas that leaked, a couple of the Freddies that leaked. I don't know how, but somehow people got their hands on boxes already. So
a lot of weird stuff been leaking.
Yeah, more like quality control issues. But I'm excited for the box. The Freddies that leaked already look pretty great, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
But that's another thing, if you do want that box, it's probably going to be like $120. So, make sure to budget for it, put some money aside, start racking up some of those points, save up your points for it. Although with that box, I wouldn't bank on using points because it does take you an extra minute to click and apply the points. Yeah. And that could be something that sells out. So you don't want to miss out on that because you're trying to
earn some points using it.
Use that to earn your points. Exactly. Elena brings up a great point, especially with a lot of the new exclusives being exclusive to the Funko shop. It can be pretty easy to get points, 100%.
Yeah.
I will say though, like if all those pops, if they don't go too limited, they're all like 5,000, 3,000 piece kind of pops.
Yeah.
So far, we haven't we haven't got anything leaked but Freddy's, right? Like,
Yeah, I haven't seen
will it be
any
anything besides Freddy's in there? Will it only be Freddy's? Will it be sodas? We haven't even got a leak of sodas. I don't know. I think it'd be fun instead of a box with like 4 different things. I think like making it smaller and more affordable would be more fun for a lot of people. Yeah.
So Anthony has a great idea. He says make it a Ghostbusters cooler and need a Ecto 1 style cooler. Now that'd be kind of cool because they could finish off the other 2 Ghostbusters and add in like 4 villains, or maybe add in like one of the kids from the newer movie. That'd be kind of cool.
More Slimer butt, different Slimer.
Different Slimer. Let me see. Yeah, Jurassic Park cooler. That'd be kind of cool. Kelsey says they should make a Funko soda ice box, 6 3-liter sodas just for Vince.
Kelsey, now we're talking. We're on the same wavelength here. I was just thinking the same thing. I need 6 3-liters at one time.
They should come in a full size cooler. Like
you
get like a big cooler.
Yeah. That's a good point. So somebody bought 6 Vader 3-liters and then messaged us. They were very upset because they did not get a chase. If you buy 6 3-liters from the Funko shop, you are not guaranteed a chase.
No.
Just so everybody is aware. So I think there was I felt bad for this person because they're newer to the community. They're learning sodas and they thought, if I buy 6, that's technically a case. Even if you buy 6 of a regular soda from the Funko shop, you're not guaranteed a chase.
They don't send sealed cases.
Which is good. It's good and bad.
And with sodas, I feel like that they don't come in like 6-pack of cases anyways. I forget what they get them, but they're in the big sorter already. So I think they might only come like 4. And so I don't even know how they come to them, like how the chases are actually mixed in with those.
Yeah.
But 3-liters you got. But yeah, they've been doing that for a while. I think early on were sending cases, and then they just kind of stopped and just
I don't think people should get cases from the Funko shop. I think that kind of ruins the fun.
It's not as fun.
I don't think they can get them there. FYE, we didn't get the cases either when we did Reptar sodas, but we lucked out. We actually got more chases than we thought. We got 3 chases out of like 8 sodas. So it was even better. Like you never know. I like that better. That's why I was really excited about Box Lunch letting you buy like 8 Hatbox Ghosts. I'm like, ooh, this is like the old days when you could buy a bunch, have some fun, like, and you have a chance of like getting like 4 out of 5 or something like that. Like,
so Brian says, could we one day see an all Freddy cooler? I mean, anything is possible, but I'm the biggest Freddy guy.
They gotta chill on the.
They gotta chill. Yeah, they gotta chill on the Freddy sodas.
Just chill a little bit on the Freddies.
Yeah, if there's 6 Freddies and they all have different mold chases, like 1,000%, I will.
1,000%, they are not doing that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get the piece Freddy's, about a cooler of 6 of those, and
I mean, I have a whole shelf over here full of all the Freddy sodas, and I have like another 16 of them on the floor that I need to get onto another shelf. So if they could just cool it, because I'm running out of shelves. But a banana splits cooler, I could definitely see that. Linda says she bought 5 pops from Funko, sent in a 2 damaged email, no response. So I get the complete order replaced. So that's cool. Then today I noticed they are replacing the 2 damaged ones. So
is this a math question? Because I'm lost right now.
You're making out.
So are you getting 4, Linda? I'm not.
You're getting a whole replacement and then also 2 more.
Yeah,
so you're getting like extra. I think that's
the jackpot.
Yeah.
Do you know when the drop hits? Which one, Gator? You'll have to be specific.
Cooler, if you're talking cooler, I don't think we know yet.
Yeah.
But I notify.
Listen, I don't think that a cooler, guys, 12,000 pieces is a ton at $100 each. I don't think the cooler is like a 1-hour sellout. No. Like if it does sell out, I think it's going to take a full day. Man, would I be surprised if it took like, even if I think even if they let you buy 2, I don't think they have 6,000 people that will buy.
No, when you can buy 10, worth of sodas. You can buy 10. I think you can buy
normally
by 10. I could see, at 10,
retailers getting them, and
yes, I agree with that. If they allow
Yeah.
10 right out the gate, yes, I do think they will sell out in the first couple hours. Because
Yeah.
if I was a retailer, you're getting for $15, you could make, whatever,
You could just
60,
sell them
80
as single
bucks.
sodas if you wanted to.
Yeah.
$25 or something like that each, single sodas.
Yeah, that I could see.
That'd be a fun mix. Like buy a bunch and mix them all up, and then no one knows at all what it is.
It's probably what we'll be doing with some of them. The Riley says the mascots are supposedly like the Fun Days layout, 4 original Funko characters based on metal/rock stars. I mean, that has the potential to be pretty cool. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people really like the original Funko characters because they're not attached to any license. They're just kind of like their own unique thing.
Well, and they're super. Like, look at S'mores Boy. I still love that thing. I have not picked it up yet, but like that thing's fantastic. I think that I'd like to see a little bit more of that, and a little. They gotta like everything. Like I think you got to make Freddy's a little more special. I'm fine with them at SDCC. I don't want to get them like multiple. We're already getting the NFT Freddy's too. Like I want to get back to. I want them to feel special. They still feel special, you know what I mean? But they're getting close to not feeling as special. So keep it a little bit more limited, I think, on the Freddy's.
So Mike kind of has a good point to that. He said Freddy's just becoming your average everyday release. And unfortunately, yeah, I feel like it's expected now that Freddy is just kind of with everything.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I missed a couple questions here. So Seymour says, do you guys think the Funko Rewinds are going to phase out Funko sodas because they're cheaper to make? The cans cost a little bit more to make.
The only reason I say no is because the Rewinds aren't as cool. I'm going to be nice.
I don't think
I don't see the clamoring. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Vince. Let me have a conversation with myself real quick. Wait a minute, Vince. I see a lot of people really love the rewinds. I do. I mean, maybe it's not a majority by any stretch of the imagination, but I for sure have seen like a lot of people buying those compared to like, I don't see anybody's feeds filled up with like gold or pop pins or anything like that. But I do see people posting on the rewinds, pulling the chases because they're not limited. Like, and because I don't think that personally, I think the characters are very subpar compared to the sodas, in my humble opinion. I would be very surprised if they phase out now as a business. Maybe they want to do that because of the cost and all this other stuff. I think it's going to be a bad decision because I don't think you will get the mainstream pop collector. Like if you think sodas or whatever, I can't imagine that they're making more rewinds than they are sodas. So if they're making 14,000 of, maybe they're making more, but I think that they're going to sit there. There's no
count. They're making 50,000 of each rewind.
And a lot of the rewinds are going already into retail. I think that's one benefit that they had with rewind early on is just getting them out. And they also, I think for maybe the non-Funko collector, like the fanatic kind of person, right? They might appeal to seeing them, because you're going to see that case and you're going to be like, oh, look, it's something you can see it a little more what it's going to be and what it is. Like, oh, I was looking for, that's Ghostbusters. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's what's in it. And I think a little more than the sodas did early on because they weren't in big box stores, but these right away out the gate went into big box stores. So I think you're going to see a little bit of presence with them. Now, will they last? I mean, Funko vinyls were in big box stores. Dorbs were in store. Right. I think there'll be the phase of them. I think you give them a year or two, and then they'll kind of phase out. I don't think they're going to be like sodas now going on year 3 coming up on year 4. Of sodas and how many they've made and the piece counts. And
I don't think you could do 6 Jack Skellington rewinds. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the repeatability, like you do them, they're cool. but they'll run their course, I think, quicker than
There's also something that I feel like has to be said that I feel like will help sodas stand the test of time, and that's durability. And that's something that some pops don't have. Like you see these older pops, even from like 2013, 2014, they're damaged, they're creased, the windows are cracked. I mean, it's a huge issue with collectors and in any collectible hobby, right? We want mint condition, we want the best condition stuff, and people are willing to pay more for a near mint item. I don't see rewinds standing the test of time as far as like durability. Like forget like popularity or any of that stuff. Like that, it's just cheap plastic. At least a soda can, like you put the figure in there, you can store it away. You can, if you have to move to a new house or if you have to ship your collection somewhere, you don't have to worry about it getting damaged. And I mean, you can just replace the can even with another can. Like, and you can do the same with a rewind, but I don't see the rewinds lasting very long.
I think there's too many figures that don't look great.
Yeah.
Like early out the gate, like a lot of them are kind of like people say Playmobil looking and some other things. Like there's a few that look good. Like I will say I got the Stay Puft and it looks really good. I think both of them look really good. I like those.
Like, look at the turtles and
probably Marvin the Martian. He looks pretty good. Like I think
the only one I got
looks good. There's a couple here and there. But there's a lot that like, especially anything that's like people, like once you start getting into actual people, people don't look right. Yeah. Like the Crow, Eric Draven looks terrible. Like
I think give it 6 months, give it 3 to 6 months. Like we were kind of having this conversation right when the gold figures came out. We were like, oh, the gold figures, and some people were excited.
But John, that was like 3 years ago now. I think that they're going to be here for a while.
No, the gold figures haven't been around that long.
They've been in here at least 2 years.
Really?
Minimally
probably 2 years. Oh, because you remember they did a lot. They've done a lot of sports figures, so you've gotten a lot. But I will say I'm not hearing much about them. Really?
No, I don't see. I don't see people like I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups and talk to people on Instagram all the time.
But I've never seen anybody talk about them.
Well, I've always seen people say, of course, I'm looking for this Pop Grail, or I'm looking for this Freddy, or I'm looking for this Soda Chase that came out in 2020 or 2021. I don't see anybody saying, hey, I'm looking for this gold figure. Can you check your local Walmart? Like that's what people want. When you go into these forums and these, Facebook groups and everything, and you in the marketplace, and you see these people asking for stuff, that's what people want. That's what people are paying for and looking for.
I think the problem with the gold figures too, it only fits 2 niche markets: it's sports collectors and music rock line. That's it.
Yeah,
it's like rock line and sports. That's it. That's all they made gold figures for. So it never felt like they never made a, because they probably can't, like Iron Man or something like that, or maybe it would look really cool. Who knows? Because they probably will never make it, but that because of licensing or something like that. But it's interesting that only sports figures and rock line's the only thing they ever made in gold anyway.
So One Piece Collectibles says, hey guys, weird question off topic, but did you all get Fugitive Toys event tickets?
John did. So... we talked about it a little bit last week.
Yeah, we talked about it. We broke it down last week. So
no.
We're not going to go into a lot of detail, but no, the event is way too expensive. I'm not supporting Fugitive Toys on this. So no, we did not get tickets. And we actually looked around in the area really quick because there was a bunch of people who messaged us about this. There was other people who wanted to get tickets who didn't get tickets because they sold out. There are so many parties happening in the Times Square / Manhattan area. If you go in costume, or if you just want to go to like a Halloween horror themed party, it's like $50, 2 drinks included. Like Joanne and I were blown away. So we're going to go hit up a couple parties that same night. What happened
last year? We didn't go to any parties last year.
Well, when I say we're going to head up a party, we're probably going to go for like 45 minutes, grab something.
Like, do they have any parties that start at 4 p.m.? I mean, I'll be down for that. We got the early crowd.
The early bird party.
Can I hit that early bird party?
Yeah, exactly. Get some waffles or something.
Yeah, waffles would be great.
Pipsqueak says, every time I think of getting some, I see how many sodas I could get, and I take them out of the cart and add sodas. What's weird is I planned on getting them, but then there were so many released, I just got over it. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah, I said it a little bit a couple times before. Like, I do like the packaging. I mean, it feels a little bit chintzy, but I like the way that they display. I like this. I like the rewind display ability of the container more than sodas. Again, my opinion. But the soda figures are, like, for me, 10 times better than the rewinds. Because they just don't. It's just the look of them. And it's kind of why I don't like the Marvel sodas for the most part. And there were mystery minis that were that way. There was mystery minis, man, they just blew them out of the water how cool some of the mystery minis were. Like the Marvel mystery minis, my opinion one more time, kind of stunk for the most part. I didn't really like any of them except for like Spider-Man and Iron Man. But like the rest of them, certain lines are just weird. And that's how I feel about the rewinds. I just don't like the way they look.
Yeah. So Joseph says, and this is a topic we covered a few weeks ago, but we can briefly talk about it again, of course. What do you guys think about the Funko cards?
So
Man, I don't want to say I don't like something again, but
you know what? I think we're very honest. We say what we like and we say what we don't like.
I'm okay with them. I think they could have done a better job. I think I'm really skeptical on like the rarity of some of them, like how things work. Because I saw some people pull like autographs, but all they are is like it says it's like a Loki autograph. It's not like autograph by even the artist that designed it or anything like that. It's like Loki autograph, which is really weird. But I mean, people, if they collect them and go after them, it's different. Now, I will say I wasn't going to buy a full sealed case, but I decided to do it because I had lots of hot cash.
Oh, you did you, Josh?
Oh,
and I went and used all my hot cash and got it for half the price.
Oh, there you go.
Well, hey, why not?
So I was like, all right, well, I want the redeemable. I want the Captain America redeemable. I want to see what it looks like. So it's about the same price that I would pay and buy the redeemable for if I wanted just a redemption card.
You know what's really funny about this? Like, I'm the exact opposite. I 100% don't want these and would buy NFTs all day long compared to this, which is really weird because if I go back to like my 14-year-old self and said you were going to buy magical cards instead of like physical cards, I would have slapped myself back in the day.
Electronic cards.
But now, like, I don't want to collect, and I feel like, man,
I like it because I like NFTs because there's a lot more. There's different chances at redeemables.
There's different chances at yes.
We know the number.
They're limited,
and there's that collection ability that you can go after. Even if you get crappy cards, you still need them for your collection. Like even if they're not worth that much, you still need them to finish the set to get that royalty.
Well, they don't have to take up physical space either.
No, and they don't take up finish. And what do you do with these cards like that are like, oh yeah, I got 12 Captain Marvels, like the same Captain Marvel.
Right.
Like I mean, with NFTs, it's not a big deal because they're just kind of sitting there and they're only worth a penny anyways. These ones you can give to someone, I guess, or something like that. Like that's probably what I'll do is end up like having stuff that I don't care to give to someone that wants them, or have them at our next show and little kids come around. Here you go, pick some cards, something.
Yeah,
like that.
That's I think what I would do with them because I don't think they did an amazing job like on the design of them either. I feel like they look a little bit rushed on whatever.
That's my problem with them.
Yeah, they're just not that
like
great.
I saw Upper Deck's what was it? Upper Deck had some other cards, Spider-Man maybe or something like that. And they're just regular cards, and they looked awesome. They look really good. Like the artwork, that's what I'm impressed. Like artwork looks really good. These ones,
everybody's going after the Disney Lorcana.
Well,
the Lorcana is like works of art on every single card.
There's two things with that though too. It's playable,
and it's people a playable
are going
game.
after them because they're playable. Also, they're selling out like crazy, and there's going to be other releases of these. but this is like the first release. So just like other card games like this, if this does well in 5 to 10 years, like keep going, like Pokemon and everything, the first releases are always going to be the most valuable, right? The rarity of the first releases. Just like
the hype
you
is
look at
also off
Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, anything else. If it keeps doing that. But yeah, like I was at that local shop today and they said, yeah, we sold out. We're supposed to get, because they said some will get maybe some in October, some more that are gaming shops. What they want is people not to just sell these. They want people to have nights where they go play this game.
Yeah, and that's cool because then there's an activity, there's an outing like surrounding the thing. So that's cool.
Yeah, you're building a base, instead of just building the hype that'll eventually pop a little bit, you want to get that, you want
like
people to stick around with it.
Yeah, it's like comic book shops holding like a Dungeons and Dragons night or a Pop Swap,
Magic.
or Magic the Gathering.
Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. All those things.
So a lot of these places that have like room to play, have game nights, are going to get more of these card packs because they want those to. They're going to sell them because people are going to want more because they need to build their deck or have things. They're not just collecting them just to collect one of each kind of thing.
Yeah. So Adam says, what in this world you would rather get something non-existent than something physical?
I know. Is that not the weirdest thing? But
Crazy.
like now, I get anxiety. I still have hockey cards up the wazoo over here, and I don't know what to do with them anymore. Like I want to throw them out, but then I can't throw them out because I feel guilty, and then I want to give them away, but it seems like a big hassle. So now I'm a little bit scarred with collecting physical stuff. So I like imaginary things. It's better. It's better for me.
So there's 2 more big topics that I want to hit tonight. So I want to hit the first one really quick before we get into the next debacle. So most of you guys were probably here on PFO last week. And if some of you guys weren't, we actually played the new Grail game live here on the stream. So I wanted to share my experience with how I got the pop that I got. So I ended up getting a Post Malone pop after I played the Grail game system. I bought my tokens. I gambled on a box. I forget what the first pop I pulled, but then I sold it back. And then I selected another box and then I cashed out because I got a $20 Post Malone and I spent I don't know how much. I spent $20, I think, in tokens, right? I think that's what I spent. Anyway, upon checkout, I had to pay $6.50 for shipping, which I wasn't really thrilled about. But needless to say, I was even more surprised when the pop I received, and Josh, I think you've received a couple pops from them. They were not in $7 a pop mystery boxes or $7 a pop labeled boxes. They were not even in mystery Grail boxes. The box shipped from Event and it shipped with barely any bubble wrap and no protector. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is a product that $7 a pop / mystery Grail has put their stamp on. Absolutely terrible. And I'm going to be making a follow-up piece of content on it because I don't think anybody should be participating in this awful, I don't want to use the word scam, but there's something shady going on. And I
mean, I don't think it's a scam because I think that it's there's one thing I don't like about it. And I said this to you guys as well, because we opened some of these off air as well, just to kind of get the feel for it. Listen, for me, I love, obviously, if you guys watch our channel at all, I love mystery boxes. Absolutely love them. This, for me, was not fun at all. There was, I mean, again, full transparency, I buy mystery boxes on Whatnot, like a decent amount. But it's fun, like interacting with the people that are on there. You lose that like sense of community type. It feels very cold, first of all. And like it almost like gambling, like it felt not fun to me. What I did not like is for me, it was misleading in the fact that I knew one of the top holes were hit. And you know what? They shared it on their Twitter or their Instagram. And maybe that's their way of notifying people that this is out of the run. I didn't like that it was shown as one of the possible top hits. And unless they really need to change that, because that is one aspect of it that is shady. If that's, it might be a glitch in their system or something they haven't worked out yet. I'm giving whoever the benefit of the doubt. That I do not like at all, that it really was just kind of left hanging there. And then when I heard you guys' experience, no branding behind it. I believe they shipped them in the flat rate boxes or like the US. Like nothing should be shipped in that. Listen, I'm just a little whatnot seller, and I sell stuff on eBay once in a while in Macari. I don't ship my stuff in the flat rate boxes at all. And I'm not saying that everybody that does is whatever, but like a company like this, I would expect different from that.
But you think they would want hype around the brand because they're starting out like this? And the thing I was disappointed when I got it, I knew it wasn't from Mystery Girl. I think when I saw that where it came from, it was like North Carolina. I knew that's even.
Well, no, it said a Vend warehouse.
Yeah, but when I saw the tracking or whatever, I knew. It wasn't from Maryland, so I knew it wasn't Mystery Girl and that right away. And I remember even was in North Carolina.
Super shady, because you're going into this. This was promoted by $7 a pop and Mystery Girl.
It's like powered by, and even didn't even promote it, and that's the kind of weird thing. Like I was trying to figure out what it was, and I was just disappointed. Like Mystery Girl did such a good job with branding. I'm sorry, these boxes right here. Anytime you see them in a thumbnail, you know what they are. Like anytime you see these,
well, it's well thought out. It's like a good, like the way that they marketed behind it. I think,
and for how much you pay in shipping, I want to calculate the shipping on my own, to figure out how much they made off of my shipping. There's no way 5 pops. I forget what I paid, but 5 pops in one of those boxes, how much they charged me for shipping. They made $5 or $6 off of shipping for me. Like you said, only one came in a protector, John, for me, because I hit a chase. Everything else was just kind of bubble wrapped in there, like not even nicely. And I was like, well, $7 a pop, even the lowest thing, even a $4 pop comes in a pop shield, protector, at least with them. So I guess it's kind of bad that they put their name on it, and and then they didn't put their name on it though. But they were the first ones to do a video on it. They sent it in their email list, their blast. They did a lot with that.
You wonder if it was almost like a paid promotion type thing. Yeah, they're not tied to them at all.
I think more of a partnership thing. Like, I don't know because nothing on this. I was trying to look all through their site to figure out who actually owns this. Nothing on their site says this is run. It's like their own company itself.
But that's my point, because I want to look at $7 a pop and be like, you guys are one of the best players in the game for several years. Then a couple years ago, like 3 years ago, you came out with Mystery Grail, and everybody for the most part enjoys buying Mystery Grail boxes. What are you doing working with this really shady and sketchy company? Like, you need to distance yourself from these people, because, and this is why, like, I'm bringing this up, because nobody should support them, because they are already going back on their word. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that $210,000 purchase of the Willy Wonka Golden 2-pack, wasn't that supposedly going to be in a mystery box at
it is. It's going to be this.
It's supposed to be.
And now, that's what I'm saying. And now it's apparently going to be on this. They're just using that pop to lure people into buying whatever scheme they have going on. Like, they're just going to keep moving this pop. And this is just an example of one product. They're just going to keep moving from, situation to situation that works in their favor. Like, I will never give a Vend a single dollar of mine, because there's so much shadiness with the history of the company. You can look up good companies like $7 a pop on the Better Business Bureau, and you can see all their history. You can see who owns it. You can see the backing and the funding and all that. But this, I just wanted to pass this along, and I will be making a follow-up video and everything, because there's something super shady here, and I don't want anyone to be wasting their money on this.
I think one thing I hate, and I was thinking about this. There's 2 things I hate about this, right? Like, it's great. We kind of talked about it being great for someone that, doesn't want to get something they don't want, but can get a trade with some valued coins. But eventually, you trade enough of your coins, you end up with nothing at all. So that is the problem with it. It's like you then are sending nothing. And then also, like, I have tokens I can't use now. I'm like, I bought whatever worth. I traded a couple of them back in to try for some other chances with mystery boxes. I got some stuff I was like okay with, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna pay and do this. I'm like, oh, I still have 500 tokens left. I can't do anything with it.
Well,
And so they have my money.
issue. I mean, that's an issue because your money is tied up and it's stuck
I
in the
can't cash
system.
that out. It's not money. It's not a gift card. I can
The
use
only
for
thing
now.
I'll say, because I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit,
Go for it.
like, and obviously, I'm sure there's, and I don't remember when I signed up for this, if there's a disclosure for adults only and that kind of thing. This is straight up gambling. You got to know, and really, mystery boxes for the most part are. I mean, unless you're doing guaranteed value. I mean, like Mystery Grail is going to be a form of gambling. Now, the redeeming quality, quite honestly, for Mystery Grail is the scratcher cards. I mean, there's value to those, and you're getting a protector on every single thing. Those two things, and you're gonna get some. Like, we pulled some cool pops. We did a video a couple days ago, and we actually pulled some really cool pops. This right here is a straight up, like, inventory dump. That it doesn't, for me, it doesn't feel fun. I really don't have I don't have a like moral problem with this whatsoever. I don't think it's necessarily, is it gambling 100%? Do I not like that there's coins left over? So me as adult, like, I agree with you, Jeff, but me as an adult, like, I'm not going to put any more money into it. And I know that, and like, I'd move on from it. I'd never buy anything from them again.
I have an issue with the marketing and the branding, because with $7 a pop being who they are, why wouldn't you announce the partnership? If you're promoting it, they didn't. I watched that video over again. They never said like.
So who do you have a problem with, though? Do you have a problem with $7 a pop then because they're not standing behind it, or
yeah? Why wouldn't they stand behind their product? They stand behind Mystery Grail. They stand behind pretty much everything.
Why? Because I think that this is not something to be. I think this is more of a. This is a great way. Let's call it what it is. This is a fantastic way to make a lot of money, not have to ship out a lot of pops, and really, you're catering to the gambler, quite honestly.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's okay. Like, that's got a segment. Like, I'm not going to talk bad about it, honestly, because I think that's every adult has to make their own decision on where they're going to put their money and who they want to put their money behind. I love $7 a pop as a company. I like what they stand for. I even like what they do with Mystery Grail. I really do. I mean, even though it's not all like butterflies and rainbows, quite honestly, because some of the stuff, like, you don't want to end up losing money every time you buy boxes. But I can live with the risk on that. This, for me, I have more of an issue. One, because I know a top hit is pulled, and it's still showing that it looked to me like I was misled in a certain way, where I thought I had a chance at this top prize still, even though they had announced on Twitter or wherever they announced it, or Instagram or wherever they announced it, that this top prize was pulled. I have an issue with that because I think that's super misleading. That I don't like. And then two, it's just not that fun for me because it feels very cold and just.
Well, and also, like you said, Vince, that really, like, I like Mystery Grail because there's such a variety of pops that you get. Like 1,000 pops, and I don't feel like ever I've seen people pull 30 of the same pop. So it's kind of like, I think John, we did a stream with you probably before, when we all opened all mystery boxes and we all got the same pop. This could happen with these because I feel like there's only 20 or 30 pops in these mystery boxes of 1,000 runs, and there's 30 of each of these pops. So all they're doing is selling the bulk, whatever left, have a couple chases, have 60 of the commons, have 10 of the chases, and then a bunch of other kind of stuff, and then 5 hits. And that's fine if you understand how that works and the numbers of it. I like when companies show that. Like, I think that's very honest when a company says that and shows you what the possible hits are, and shows you there's 15 of these, there's 15 of these, there's 30 of these, 30 of these, because I'm okay with it. if it's up front and going into it, there's a possibility of that. But when it's kind of like, oh, these are the possible hits, well, there's actually like 40 of that same pop that's in there because it's they got a deal on it and got them for $30 a case. So that's what they're going to throw in there. And I get it. You want to make money off of the hits and things like that. It's just like, it's not my style of mystery box. It's not the normal one. I'd rather have fun with a mystery grill box any day that has a good variety of stuff. That's not all just stuff not all of it you can still just buy off the shelf too. Like that's one thing I like about mystery grill is you get some older stuff, you get some newer stuff, you get a good variety of things. But here I felt like I got a lot of like everything there you could still buy on the shelf.
Yeah.
You can buy at Five Below some of them too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For $6.
So I think where I stand on this, I don't have an issue with this. If you want to spend money on here, I'd say God bless. Do it if you feel comfortable doing it. Me personally, and this is the God's honest truth, they can do the Willy Wonka 2-pack on here that's a $200,000 pop or whatever it's going to be. And like we could do content on this that could get 10 million views and whatever. I will not buy one of these boxes, and you won't see any videos of us opening stuff like this because I don't like the way it's set up, and I personally don't enjoy it. Like if we're gonna do mystery boxes, I want the things in hand, not swapping. Like there's just no connection. I just don't like it. So I won't do it for views. I'm not gonna do it for here. I don't personally have a problem with it because I know people are saying I don't know anything about events, so I can't say one thing and I'm not going to say that I support them in any way. If you want to support this website, I say God bless to everybody.
Well, the reason that we've had to deal with event is because of how many people in our group chats that they've ripped off by either selling them fake pops or sticker swap pops or damaged pops. Like they're one of the
that's just not.
Yeah,
and you know what? I think people in places that do that, they weed themselves out pretty quickly. That's
the problem. Like they've already given themselves such a bad reputation, and that's why I'm so upset because arguably $7 a pop is one of my favorite, if not like my top 1 or 2. I mean, I would say Ralphie's is my favorite, and then $7 a pop is number 2 as far as my favorite companies go right now. And it's like, why are you guys risking the integrity of your brand and your name with these people? I mean, they have to know the feedback from the community is not good on these people.
I don't think they do, though. I don't know if they do. I really
they may not.
I don't know.
Well, no. They must know something because they have not said like, hey, we're partnering with event. So somewhere in the company at some level, someone has hesitation. Otherwise, they would have come out full transparency with the community.
John, I kind of agree with that.
Partnering with event, and we're doing Grail game, and it's going to be great, and people are going to love it.
I think it's interesting that we got the stuff from event. But nowhere on here it says event. They just kept this very separate, which I get. Like they're keeping it as a separate company, and that kind of. I mean, Mr. Grill doesn't say. I don't know if they say $7 a pop on when they send stuff or whatever. But
it's in a pop shield. It's in a $7 a pop protector.
But they're doing all the other.
They probably keep it separate for a liability reason. I'm sure it's a separate company.
Or if it fails,
the way they
it's
set
a business
it up.
that fails too. This could, like you said. We don't like it. We're not going to go after it. Now, there's might be other people that buy it, but I went on there. I think like after we went, Vince, first something always sticks in my browser and doesn't bring up the new box unless I go to a different browser.
We ran across that last time, which was weird.
I still found that to happen. But I went back on there and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're selling out still. Like they had a flash of people that went in there. But nowhere they're promoting like the next game's up, the things, happening or anything like that. So I don't know if they have their marketing in yet with it or what. But Mega Grail Hunt. This was the one, Vince, that popped up as new last week. It's on this one. It says still 1,082 boxes still left.
Yeah.
And that was last week, 15. All right. And so I don't think people are going after these.
No, I don't either, and I don't think people will. It's not. I don't like it.
And I don't know where they're really like Even's not promoting it, which is weird because you think they would be all over promoting it, right? But I went on their Instagram and I don't see anything about it from them, and I was like, well, then that's why I was wondering, is it mystery grill? And it's not.
There's issues all around, and I just wanted to bring it up, because we'll be the first people, like, you guys know us, or if this is your first time watching our stream or you haven't followed us very long, like, we're very honest people. If we truly believe in a company or if we believe in what somebody else in the community is doing, I'm 1000% going to send you over there to support them. But if somebody's not doing something that's worth your time or your hard-earned money, I'm going to speak up and say it, and not in like a hateful way, just pointing out the facts like this. Like, there's issues from start to finish with buying the tokens, with playing the actual, going through the process. And then when I got my item, like, I was unbelievably upset because it was like, this is terrible. This is not good quality for what I paid.
Okay. So they did have a promotion on Even. I found one on their Instagram. It was a special one, only 75 boxes. Every pop comes in Pop Shield Protector in that one, I guess. I guess that's not all of them. And then plus Grail Game Scratch Off that you can get more coins for your Grail Game. So they must have had something else they sent out. Like other
I'd
stuff.
like that.
Like, but that sounds like they actually sent these. Like, opens only 75 boxes available. Every pop comes in a Pop Shield and everything, all this stuff. So like, well, what happened to that? Like, now it's not, I don't know. Like, I think they had one for the NFT thing, right? The Game of Thrones Grail Game mystery box, the NFT one. I don't know if anyone bought that one, but it sounded like there was like all the, you're guaranteed one of 6 Game of Thrones NFTs for $120.
Yeah, not for me. You know what? I don't like it. I didn't have fun with it. I didn't enjoy it. And you know what else I don't enjoy? I don't enjoy Mystery Grail soda boxes. What do you think of that?
I was about to say, Brian, we did not.
Brian, I didn't pick any up because I have not enjoyed their. We still buy the boxes a couple times a month, but I don't buy any of their soda boxes. I just don't like the way that they've been.
To be honest, ever since we got the one with the unnumbered sodas, that's when we stopped buying them. Just.
Yeah, I don't like that. I didn't think that the mix was great.
They're just too expensive.
4 top hits. Was there only 4 top hits out of 500 boxes?
Vader too. They had Darth Vader already.
I saw the Vader today, and I was even tempted for a second because I do really want the Vader.
How many boxes though?
A lot of
500.
500 boxes. So you have a 1 in 500 chance at a Vader.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm not trying to promote ourselves at all, but John, I know you pull. You're giving at least 1 in 6 odds on almost all of the sodas when you're doing some kind of a game with that. Josh is doing minimally 1 in 6.
Yeah.
I try to do
a lot of times. It's way better than that. Like, why would you do a 1 in 100 chance at a chase? And then yes, you have a chance at pulling a chase out of the sealed ones, but the sealed ones, I just have not been impressed with, and why I don't like them. I still support their boxes because I do still have fun with those, and we pull some fun stuff every once in a while. But the sodas, I'm just not. I just don't
better
like
odds to top it. Come out to my whatnot because like my double soda boxes have.
And I think that's why there's a market for that, because the people want better odds. Like 1 out of 500 for 4 chases and 1. I mean, I think Vader's like what, like 180.
You'll get some other sealed ones, but like Vader's like 180, 200, somewhere around there. But other than that, like the other, like I was surprised though. So Jabberjaw, have you looked up Jabberjaw lately?
No,
it's like 120 or something now.
Really?
He really has like I think we're finally seeing some of those old sodas finally go up. Like those older, lower piece count, like obscure characters.
Oh, Josh, he's not 120.
Oh, he's 200. Never mind. He's $200.
One of them just Jabberjaw Chase is $200.
Are these on actual sales?
Yeah, someone just bought one on Macari on the 27th of August for $210. Another one.
I love that. That's
now it jumped from 115 to like 175 to 200. I think 175, 200. I could see the 120-ish, but jumping up to 200, 210.
Yeah, but
Did you
it's
see the
not.
little spike there, though?
Yeah.
Did you happen to see that little spike for
But the
Jabberjaw? Go down a little
120,
bit.
still 120 is pretty crazy for that soda.
No, I agree. Oh, I 100% agree with that. I think 120 is
It's only
crazy.
1,000 pieces. Like,
Yeah,
if you think about it, $210 is not that crazy for a 1,000-piece pop. Now, Jabberjaw is a little bit more obscure, but
yeah, that's the only thing I would get with that.
yeah. Anyway,
But
I also
crazy
while we're on PPG, the next thing that I wanted to talk about, and to keep it spoiler free, that's what we're gonna do. We're spoiler free conversation, so everybody can participate because we've just gotten, and that's kind of why I made the video today that we made. We got a lot of people asking about Thrawn. So for all you Star Wars fans, everybody keeping up with the Ahsoka series, really quick, I wanted to address the Grand Admiral Thrawn situation, and I wanted to get Josh and Vince's input. So if you guys didn't see my video today, the con sticker is actually gone up since I posted the video today, which is pretty insane. It went up another $30. So the con sticker version of Grand Admiral Thrawn today is currently valued at $830, with the highest recorded sale in the last 30 days at $880. Which is absolutely insane. So I wanted to get the other two guys' thoughts as well as everybody else in the chat. A, do you think that we're going to be getting another new Thrawn pop? And B, do you think that it will hurt or help the value of the older version?
Hurt.
I think it will hurt. Okay.
I think it's going to Cad Bane it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Personally.
I think it could hurt. I think right now it's the only one out there. So that
yes.
It's just
I think it'll hurt it.
Johnny Bravo is
a
another
lesser value though.
Yeah. It's still not gonna go. I don't think it's gonna go below like 600 or something like that, but I don't know if it'll stay at the like 8 something it's going for right now.
Yeah, and to give everybody a backstory in case you're not like a Star Wars collector or anything. So Grand Admiral Thrawn, big villain that's going to be coming. We know he's coming. We saw him in the trailer for Ahsoka. It's not confirmed if he's going to be in this season or a future season, but he is coming at some point. I think likely he'll be an appearance in the final episode. There's only one Grand Admiral Thrawn pop so far. It was a Star Wars Celebration exclusive from 2017. Here is the current values: $830 for the con sticker and $350 for the shared sticker.
Son of a gun.
I'm still pissed I didn't get the con sticker, and I was probably at that Star Wars
I
celebration.
bought two of these. I bought 2 shared sticker Thrawns for $60 each. I had 2 at one point.
That's insane. That's insane. Well, long story short, I do think that we are going to be getting another Thrawn. I do think it's going to hurt the value a little bit. I don't think it's going to hurt the value as much as some people think. I think the shared sticker will continue to come down. I'm weary on the actual price of what the con sticker is worth, but just because I do see sticker swaps being an issue with this one. But I think because this is from such a great line, I think the con sticker will probably be always over $500. Shared sticker, I could see falling to like $200, depending on what the new pop looks like. I think that if the new pop is significantly different, then I don't think it'll hurt the value of this one much. But I think if it's similar, like you said, that Cad Bane situation.
How would it be different though? Like you know, like
they could do him in his armor.
Oh, you're saying okay, yeah, okay, that's a fair point. Yeah, if they do something like that,
they do something like that.
I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good point. If they do that, yes, I don't think it'll hurt as much.
Yeah, or if they do like a weird, like he's glow in the dark, or I don't know, they could do something. But if they do something where it's like super similar to the one we already have, then yeah, it could also be different based on the fact that Thrawn is going to look a little bit different in live action than in the show. He has slightly different color hair. I know that's like super minute, but maybe that'll be reflected in the pop. I don't know if hair color will necessarily affect, a huge variation in price, but I think if they do something drastically different, it won't hurt the values of these. But if it's similar like Cad Bane was, then yeah, you're going to have Cad Bane, a Cad Bane situation. So, but damn, you got 2 for $60. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It wasn't that long. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago either.
Probably wasn't. It was probably about a year and a half.
So Captain Rex has been going up quite a bit as well, and that's another pop. I don't foresee them making another Captain Rex.
God, make another Captain Rex, please.
I don't see it anytime soon, though. I mean, they could, but
want
then
a Captain
again,
Rex.
I hope they don't make a Captain Rex that's similar to the NYCC one, because if they do, then that value is going to tank hard, and it's going to piss off a lot of collectors, especially people that bought one for hundreds of dollars. I would not buy a Captain Rex con sticker or a Thrawn con sticker for at least the next 3 months. Those two pops right now are way too hot, especially with everything going on. So you got to wait till things cool off.
I mean, if you're gonna buy Captain Rex, buy the Smuggler's Bounty one.
Oh, that one I think is still super undervalued.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
that's what I mean. Like, grab that one because it hasn't gone tremendously up. So
yeah,
I mean, since Ahsoka killed Thrawn already, I mean, I feel like it won't be worth that much anymore. So
yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Yeah. What's
happen,
going on?
guys.
Level Up Collectibles. Good to see you in the house. So Chase Chaser actually just wrote something in the chat, and I would love to see a Captain Rex soda as well. I'd also love to see. I'm going to highlight one of his customs here, because when I saw this, I was like, dude, what are we doing? Funko, what are we doing? I'm going to pull this up because this thing is super gorgeous. I need a Balin Skull pop ASAP. I also would love to see a soda as good as this. How crazy is this?
How amazing is the actor playing this role right now? I am like in love with this character. I'm so bummed. Like, I don't know where the show is going to end up, but man, what a great job. I mean, what a great character. Love it. And a great soda here. Jen, are you frozen?
no.
Am I supposed to stop talking?
I know, it's quiet. Yes. Wait, maybe he has some new music for us. Maybe he's gonna break out.
All right, so sorry about that. Joanna just went down a long rabbit hole. She uncovered some pretty interesting information. So just basically solidifies and confirms, stay away from event. There's some other weird stuff going on in the community, which if Joanna was able to look up, I'm sure other people can look it up as well. And if everything that Joanna just found is true, there is no doubt that is going to be surfacing within the next few weeks here in the community. So stay away from Grail Game, stay away from Event. They are bad news. So don't buy anything from them. If you see them pop up on your phone in any way, shape, or form, run. Just block them, because lots of shady stuff. So I am going to do my research, Kelsey. And I want to look at everything that Joanna just found. And yeah, I mean,
I think speculation and
I don't want to speculate in any way.
I think we got to make sure we have information before we get too crazy.
Yeah,
there is one pop that we have to mention though, Vince. I know you are a big fan of this character too. The new Beta Ray Bill pop coming.
Already pre-ordered, baby.
Nice.
Honestly, they couldn't have done much better than the original that they have. I like have 5 of those things. I loved
the original one. Is so good.
The original one is
the original
perfect.
one is so good, but
this one is just like next level.
I'd like to see a new one. Maybe that'll mean we'll get a Beta Ray Bill soda in the near future.
Oh my god, I would love a Beta Ray Bill soda. Give me everything Beta Ray Bill.
I thought that was a good one for this week. And then Also, hey, there's been no crazy drama with that warehouse sale, right?
Yeah, so I was just about to bring up the pictures for that as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, look
nothing
how
crazy
cool
for the
this
warehouse
is.
sale. Although I was kind of bummed to see all the 3,000 piece pops.
You know, all the ones that they couldn't sell with a bag. that's
Yeah, was
all the
that
pops
kind of
they're
weird?
selling. They can't sell the bags, so they just sell the pops separately.
Yeah,
I think a
they
lot
should
of
have.
them also didn't they have some kind of mystery box thing going on?
Yes, they
Like
did. Somebody posted
somewhere?
the polls. I think
The
it was this one. Yeah,
yeah,
$25 mystery bags at the Funko warehouse. Here's 2 of the polls.
I
I
love you
mean,
got the
that
Brian Mariotti 2-pack.
oh, I know. They probably can't get rid of those fast enough. But the Freddy Funko as Peter Pan, that's like a
Oh,
$150 pop
That's what
right
I'm
there.
thinking. Like you buy this, you're just going for the Peter Pan. Like you don't really care about the other stuff.
you know what's ridiculous with them though, and what drives me absolutely bonkers? And how do they not know this? Why are they not putting say that you're putting in 100 Peter Pan Freddies in a mystery box run? They could get rid of all their stuff.
Oh, I know. They could make so much more
Like
money.
only
Is it the
$25.
shipping that they don't want to do? Like I don't know what's the holdback on this? They
Packing
would make a
maybe of
killing.
mystery boxes. I don't know.
And they don't
I
have
feel
to put them in every box. Like, let people know that there's maybe they just don't want to deal with the headaches of it, which I understand too. But man,
I mean that's a great $25 mystery box right
yeah,
there.
that's a
Two
great
of them.
$25 box,
Yeah,
especially to
two
get
20.
two.
I mean you get some pop pins that you're gonna like give away to Goodwill at one point. And then
Yeah.
Oh, that's another line. Like pop pins. Are they still making those? They need to.
I don't know. I kind of like that Cobra Commander though. I put it on my
the
backpack.
reindeer flash though, that one's the hot Christmas one.
That one is garbage.
I still love the Brian Mariotti. Like, what is that thing going for now? Like, I swear it was like $4.
It's going for negative $5. I am pretty sure you have to pay somebody $5 to
Yeah, you have to
take
pay
it off
people
your
to
hands.
take it. So, and then this pick, you had the Sorceress 3,000 piece, the Stitch, which I think the Stitch has some good value.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then the Diamond R2D2.
R2 as well. R2 and Zero. They're all the bags pops, like every one of them.
Look at this top comment is Randy. He says, that's why I continue to say I don't for a minute believe the numbers on their stickers.
Yeah, I mean, makes you wonder.
I don't know why they don't put these online. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like
Definitely
once a year. Do once a year, like Black Friday, we're doing 1,000 mystery boxes that there's going to be 6 pops per box. Totally clear out storage. They say right in there, there's 50 of these, there's 10 of these, there's 20 of these. Like, and I think they would, and
They would
like sell it for, you don't even 25. You don't have to do 25. If they did 6 pops and you sell them for $60 each, people are paying under retail. Who's going to get upset? Like, if you go PPG value wise, they're all going to be over PPG value.
Right.
Your chances of top hits, I'd buy 2 or 3 easily.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Like, you could really move some stock if they would, but maybe there's a reason they don't want to do that. And I don't know what that reason would be since they're doing it here, but I don't know. What do I know?
I don't know.
What do I know?
Well, what I do know is that we got another channel member super chat. So
let's hear that music, Slapshots.
Let's do it. Let's shout out to Steven. He's been a member for 17 months. Another month down. Slapshots for the win. Thank you so much, Steven. Shout out to him all the way in Australia. And Steven is a fantastic member of this community. He's also got a YouTube channel of his own. So if you guys haven't checked him out, he is another great person that I highly recommend. 17 months. That is crazy. Again, guys, we are coming in on 250 channel members and Patreon members, and we're going to do something special when we get to that magic number 250. So thank you guys so much once again. Adam needs that Stitch, and Riley's happy to see no NFT pops. I think
Me too.
I think they learned a lesson on that one.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't see? We didn't see any of the 250-piece pops that were returned to them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Go out. I was waiting for that one.
That would have been a bummer for sure.
That would have been a good one.
Oh, that One Piece pop in the pick is a $200 pop. Oof.
Oh, it's the big one, the big one or whatever. The
Luffy.
Was it the Luffy? No, the other one. I think it's the other one.
The Trafalgar.
I thought it was a submarine one.
Yeah, the Trafalgar's the submarine one.
Oh, is that a $200 pop? What about this other one right here? The Eustace
Kid was insane. I remember NYCC last year.
Yeah.
Some of these
tried to get that thing sold out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, where did these come from? Like, how they find them left over from last year?
So Muhammad would like each one of us to say a Funko Pop line that we wish they would make. Ooh.
Man. Is there something that they've not made that I would want?
I actually have one. And no one's probably going to expect this, but I would love it if they made Studios Ghibli Pops. So that way I had some great characters to buy for Joanna because she loves those characters.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds kind of cool.
Studio Ghibli.
I don't know if I can explain what it is. You just have to know.
You've seen some of the movies, maybe. Vince.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen one or two of the movies, Vince, and you just didn't know.
Ponyo.
I 100% doubt this.
You would like it. I think Bree would like them. I think you should introduce them.
Oh, I'm not saying I wouldn't like it. I just, yes, Brent probably just hit the nail on the head. I love Venture Brothers.
What's Venture Brothers?
What? Are you for real?
Is that a show or something?
You know, it's not like a main streamlined show, but it's on Adult Swim.
Okay.
And I would absolutely love that. You know, really all the Adult Swim stuff.
Okay.
All right. Online that has been wanted by everyone forever is Nintendo.
Oh yeah, Nintendo. Yeah.
Like Super Mario.
They would kill Nintendo.
Super Mario, Zelda, all these all this lineup like that.
I'd like a little Mario on my desk.
Luigi.
Luigi, Mario, the little plant monster coming out. Think of the chase you could do with those. You could do so much. I've seen so Nintendo many great custom or concept ones of those too.
And Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That's what I was saying. I was thinking Master Shake, but Carl.
Oh, Phineas and Ferb. I would love Phineas and Ferb.
I'm surprised they never made a Perry.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb.
Dude, they could do so many Perry the Platypus variants because he was like that spy secret agent thing.
Well, that's what they need to chase, like him as like a regular platypus.
Yeah, the platypus. Yeah. Gerald, what's going on? Joanna is doing much better. Thank you for asking. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff they could make. They've already made a lot of stuff, so that's why I'm kind of good. I would like to see them make more characters in the lines that they've already established that they haven't made. So
I know what one I would love to see more Gravity Falls characters.
Yeah.
That's a pretty small line.
And they have so many.
Andrew, yes, thank you for reminding me. I did not have a chance when I got home from work. Yes, I do have to post day 14. I will be doing it as soon as we get off the live stream in a couple minutes. But we're actually going to wrap things up a little bit earlier tonight just because I unfortunately have a super early day tomorrow. For those of you guys, if you haven't seen the weather or the news or anything, we actually have an impending hurricane this weekend, which has put our base on high alert. Everybody's freaking out. So I have to get out super early and do a cruise ship inspection tomorrow morning and hopefully get off so the cruise ship can make all their preps they need to make for anticipation of the hurricane hitting. So Josh, you want to kick us off with what you got going on the next few days?
So if you didn't check out, we had a nice Ralphie's box yesterday we opened up. So if you didn't check that one out, this weekend we have some soda Saturdays going on, some sodas, and then next week we'll have some great mystery boxes coming up, plus some designer toys. So I got a couple new designer toys to unbox as well. And then for our auction, we are doing a really, really fun soda box, double soda box with some awesome hits. So definitely pay attention to dropping that maybe a little earlier for like buying now too. So grab some and then come out and have some fun on the live on Wednesday night. So yeah.
Nice.
And we're back on my channel next week for Pop.
Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, we're prepping, Fat Boy Kicks. Don't worry, we are definitely prepping. But thank you for the heads up. What you got, Vince? You're rocking the flannel, by the way, which I love.
Yeah, you know, it felt like a flannel-y day over here today, so I went flannel style. And you know what? I think I look pretty damn good right now. If I do say so
very
myself.
dapper. You look great.
I'm just gonna pat myself on the back because I know nobody else will do it. With that being said, what do we have going on? You know, I'm glad we asked this question because I don't have a clue. Surprise, surprise. What I do have a clue on, because we haven't opened any boxes. Bree was out of town for almost a week. And because of that, I was a little bit busy with the kids earlier this week. We had to postpone our Tuesday auction. We actually will have a auction tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, over on Whatnot. Small mystery box run. Hopefully we're going to have some buy it nows up as well. It just depends on how tomorrow goes. There might not be any buy it nows. There just might be mystery boxes. So if you guys want to come and hang out and chat with us for a little while. We should have a fun time doing that. Honestly, we haven't opened up boxes in about a week and a half. Like we stockpiled a couple videos before Bree left. So we will have some brand new mystery boxes that I can't wait to open for the channel. We did a video today, was a Pop Hunt awesome store. Check that video out today, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend.
Very nice. Awesome. Oh, no problem, Kelsey. Thank you so much.
And Stephanie, yes, Bree did buy me this shirt. 100% correct.
I'll be looking forward to seeing your auction tomorrow night. Nice change of pace. It was Tuesday night. I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to be watching something, but
yeah, we had soccer and dance, and it wasn't happening.
It happens. It happens. You got to be flexible. Things happen. People fall. Your wife ends up in crutches, and yeah, life happens.
Way it goes.
It's the way it goes. But thank you once again to everybody for checking in on Joanna. She's actually been hard at work this whole week. She's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. One of the big things she's working on right now is our giant Toys for Tots drive that's going to be happening in November. So we got a date planned. We have some other stuff planned that I can't talk about yet. But I just want to remind anybody who wants to donate physical items to us to auction off for our Toys for Tots stream, which is going to be happening on November 20th. The deadline, hard deadline, is November 1st. So if you want to send over anything extra that you have lying around, pop, soda, action figure, backpack, doesn't have to be a Funko item. We'd prefer it to be a Funko item, but if you don't have any Funko items, but you still want to send something over, the hard deadline is November 1st. Last year we had over 200 items. I think it was like 230 something items that were sent over, which was amazing. We raised $5,700 last year, and it ended up being like $5,200 after the fees and everything. So our goal is to hopefully raise around that much or even a little bit more. So crazy that we're already planning on Christmas stuff, but then again, Vince is already in flannel, so it makes sense. We have our duel video coming out on Saturday. I gotta post Soda September right after this stream, so be on the lookout for that here and on Instagram, of course. Dropped a video today talking about some trending Star Wars pops, so if you're a Star Wars person, definitely go check that out. Yeah, and we always have things going on, so it's very busy over here and never stops. But thank you guys. Seriously, thank you guys for all the support. It really makes all the difference in the world. Everybody who watches the videos, likes, comments, everybody who's subscribed to all three of our channels, channel members, Patreon members, picking stuff up on Whatnot. It really means a lot, guys. So thank you so much. Yeah, and we got NYCC coming up in a few weeks as well. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely nuts for the next few months leading up to the end of the year. But that's going to do it for me. Are you crutching down because you want to say something, babe?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just I want to talk backstage with Josh and Vince.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I heard her like slowly crutching down the stairs. But that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Be on the lookout for Pop Force 1 next Thursday night over on, I always get this backwards, Josh's channel. And we'll have lots
like the Spider-Man pop
in between to keep everybody satisfied. So as always, don't stop shooting until you score. If you're in the Northeast, please be safe with all the weather coming in and the hurricane. And we will see you all very soon.
Night, everyone.
Night, everyone.